Hello everybody, Andy from Glass Half Dead here, the #1 Kill Team channel on YouTube, unless of course you are aware of any other Kill Team channel on YouTube. So hey, Blood and Zeal coming out this Saturday, coming out in like 3 weeks time, but this Saturday we're going to get the big NDA lift from various influencers with their review copies. Is that me? I don't know, but let's just say that if that isn't me, then at some point in this video, I'm going to have a big old complaint about how GW is no longer giving me review copies. And I'm not going to do that. So, see you on Saturday is what I'm saying. Right, with that said, let's dive into what the Goremongers of Khorne are doing today. Hey, what is this video? Very quickly, don't worry, folks. I'm just going to read the article to you because let's be honest, there's a lot of words here. I don't know about that, not really my vibe, but I'm gonna sort you out. I'm gonna read this article to you. I'm gonna have a look at what they say, because hopefully whatever they say in this article means that I can then just parrot it in my videos, because I have not done the content yet, let me tell you that right now. Okay. In case you don't know, the Goremongers are going to be, we presume, they're kind of cultists for Khorne. So we assume they're going to become models that can be used in the World Eater's army for 40k, as opposed to the kind of more generic Black Legion Chaos armies, because again, Khorne. And they are also Jackals, if you are aware of the World Eater's army. Jackals are the mortal unit that can be taken in that army. Right, with that said, let me embiggen it a bit for you. There you go. Few mortals witness the demon warriors of Khorne in action and live to tell the tale, and fewer still see their bloody rampages as anything other than a living nightmare. Yet, for an enlightened few, a bloodletter's gory display is a source of wonder and reverence, and the most blood-crazed of these awestruck killers becomes Goremongers, elite operatives who warp their bodies and minds to become closer to the demonic ideal. Minor aside, they note them as being elite operatives. I wonder what they're going to say for the Sanctifiers, who are the literal opposite of elite operatives. You know, the whole Kill Team thing is that it's like, it is elite operatives. We are the special forces game. Not always the case. So the fact they've noted us as elite operatives here, it'll be funny to see if they try and, you know, say the Sanctifiers are also that. Oh god, sorry, I just read the next line. In some way, the Goremongers are not so different to their adversaries, the pious Sanctifiers in the upcoming Kill Team Blood and Zeal expansion box. They are both devoted to their god and to eradicating his enemies with irrepressible zeal and snarling chain weapons. However, where the Imperials apply to the divine for protection and healing, the cultists of Khorne channel their rage into the thing they know best, pure, unadulterated murder. Minor aside there, hey, if you are thinking of picking this up, Blood and Zeal, or just any Warhammer product really, if you're going to pick it up in the UK, I would recommend either Element Games or Wayland Games, of which I have affiliate links for both of those, where it costs you nothing, but I get a little kickback, and that is a brilliant way to support my channel if you want to throw me a little bit of support. However, I would say, even if you don't want to support me, and I'm just the guy that happens to be reading the article to you, you should go and click on your favourite YouTuber's affiliate link when you do buy some Warhammer. Just throwing that out there. Cool. Their single-minded obsession with bloodletters is clearest in the Blood Herald, who leads them. Their elongated helmet and oversized sword evokes the image of their idols, standing upon mechanical legs, custom-built to give them the same loping gait. 7 operatives join the Blood Herald to make a very Khorne-pleasing team of 8. So I want a quick aside. That's right, I'm not just reading it, I'm giving asides, giving addendums. Yeah, so obviously they, on Sunday, yesterday, they posted this article saying Blood and Zeal was coming out, and they said it was a team of 7 and 9, and then there was a whole Reddit thread trying to debate, but that's not what they said last time. Is this a typo? What's going on? I was also very confused, and they 100% worded that article in the worst possible way. Here, they've confirmed it's 8. It's 8. The original reveal of them did say 8 and 11. There you go. So I imagine it would be 8 and 11. Of whom 5 can be specialists with their own unique method of slaughter. They can also be built as regular aspirants with long-handled chain glaives, which pack as much punch as a chainsword wielded by a space marine. So we would assume, therefore, that means that it's going to be 5 attacks, 4 5s, right? That's what a space marine with a chainsword does. Not all are hardcore melee combat fanatics, though. The Impaler may seem like they simply drag enemies closer for a good old-fashioned chopping, but their prey ability lets them choose not to inflict the killing blow. Why? So that an enemy pulled into open ground can then be charged by one of their fellow cultists, providing a safe way of advancing up the field under enemy fire. And we get a little asterisk. What does that lead to? This works especially well on expended operatives who can't even break free until the next turning point. Makes sense? And then the next one will be Ever the Optimist. We then get a data sheet to read, which we will read in a moment. But then we get, getting close for your kills is important, as the gore tanks carried by operatives can only be filled when somebody dies within arm's reach. They start half full, and each half can be expended to activate one of 6 powerful Sanguavitae abilities, which range from healing grievous wounds to adding APL, handy for picking up mission actions between all the killing. So obviously, when we saw that this was going to be an 8 model team, we knew 100% there would be some way to get additional APL into the team. This is the thing they've come up with. We will read the thing in a moment. The Goremongers will be getting their hands dirty when Kill Team Blood and Zeal hits the pre-order shelves this weekend. Follow us tomorrow for a new Kill Team mission pack. And later in the week... Oh. So tomorrow we're getting a new mission pack? Oh, that's quite funky. I wonder if it's going to be the mission pack that was in the latest White Dwarf. Or the White Dwarf in, I think it was February? Or January. Or if it's just a new mission pack. That'd be really cool. I will definitely be covering that. That's awesome. Right, let's have a very quick look at the Sanguavitae. See, they've said there are 6 abilities, and we see 2. So, Rejuvenate, when? During a friendly Goremonger operative's activation or counteraction, before or after it performs an action. Okay. So your activation, before or after. So basically, you can use this at any time during your activation, but it can't actually occur in the middle of an action. Cool. That operative regains 2d3 lost wounds. Cool, so presumably therefore what's happened here, the reason they've stated it this way is that you can't be in the middle of a fight and you've hit once and then you've tricked them into hitting you instead of blocking and then you rejuvenate 2d3 lost wounds so you can survive another hit. Right, makes sense, cool. Mania. During a friendly Goremonger operative's activation before or after, okay, alright, same again. Maybe they are all that, who knows. Although the one above it does specify or counteraction, I suppose. This one doesn't specify that, which makes sense, I suppose. Because otherwise, surprise APL 3, I guess. Until the start of that operative's next activation, add 1 to its APL stat. Okay. So, interesting. Interesting. This means that the team is not permanent APL 3, which is fine. We already got that from the rest of the article. But also, this is basically comms. It all comes down to how do you get that Sanguavitae? Is it just you get a kill? Is that it? There's no other way to gain it? Are there going to be abilities in the team where, oh, just get a Sanguavitae, get a what are they called? Gore tank. Get a Gore tank token, whatever they may be. Yeah, okay, interesting. Whether or not this is going to be a strong, powerful team, of course, comes down to exactly how the Sanguavitae works, because 100% we know this team as an 8 model team, if they're APL 2 with the occasional comms isn't good enough, okay? 100%. Now let's have a quick look at the Goremonger Impaler data card. So APL 2, obviously, move 7, save 5, wounds 10. First things first, wounds 10 obviously jumps out at me there because 10 wounds is great. There's an absolutely brilliant wound count to have. Very good break points for most of the game. Awesome. You love to see it. Does it make sense? for normal mortals to have 10 wounds? No. But hey, whatever, it's Warhammer. We could just say, oh, it's like demons and stuff in it. Cool. 5-up save, not great. Not great, but I guess that's what we expected. They are just a bunch of dudes running around in literally nothing. So there you go. Move 7. Interesting, I suppose. Interesting that it's move 7. Maybe this is the only kind of nod to the fact that they have funky looking legs. Maybe there will be a ploy somewhere that allows them to climb for less. Don't know, that was one of my original speculations. But at least they're move 7. That's nice to see. Cool. We then get an auto pistol, which is 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, 2-3, range 8. That is exactly what you would expect from an auto pistol. Boring. Never use that. Next, we have the flesh skewer ranged, which is 4 dice, hitting on 3s, 4-5, range 8, stun, drag, prey. That's kind of like a live, love, laugh, stun, drag, prey. I like it. I can get behind that. So actually, a pretty decent little pistol there, if you want to view it that way, because it's better as a ranged weapon than as a stabby weapon, which I guess makes sense because obviously, if you just have a harpoon gun, not the easiest thing to actually stab somebody with, but you can shoot them with it. So what does drag and prey do? We obviously know what stun does. So, drag. Whenever this operative is shooting with this weapon, at the start of the resolve attack dice step, before inflicting damage, you can move the target up to X inches. X is your total number of successful unblocked attack dice, multiplied by 2. The target must be moved to a location, let's just assume it's a typo, only in here and not in the official card. Into a location, it can be placed as close as possible to this operative, determined by the X you choose to use. The move must be done in 1 or more straight line increments, and increments are always rounded up to the nearest inch. Yep, okay. Whenever the target is dropping during that move, ignore the vertical distance. Also, minor note, they're on 32mm bases, which is good to know. So perhaps if you're out there already and you've got you're already a World Eaters player, or you've bought some Jackals because you're really hyped for this team, Jackals are on 28mm bases, so rebase time. There you go. Or if you're buying additional bodies, because they do say here that you can build multiple aspirants, 32s. Okay, so you shoot them, you drag them towards you. Nice. So it's your X times 2, which is your 4 dice hitting on 3s. So you should be getting, what, 3 hits? Let's say you're getting 3 hits on that. Enemy's going to block 1 or 2. So you could very well easily just be dragging them 2. However, how does that last thing? Whenever the target is dropping, okay, so you can't make them climb, but you can pull them off a ledge. So it's not like you can shoot them when they're like behind a light barricade, and just drag them over it. That wouldn't work. But presumably, if you get 2 hits through and you've got 2 successes times 2, that's 4. Good maths, quick maths. Then you'd be able to pull them up and across 2. That does sound pretty good, dragging them out of cover. Although we could assume that this isn't the most shooting heavy team, perhaps. So maybe you don't really care about that. You're going to be charging instead of shooting, but fine. So we then get prey. Whenever this operative is shooting with this weapon, in the resolve attack dice step after resolving the drag weapon rule, if you choose to. Okay, so you can shoot them and not drag. That's good to clarify. You can discard any of your successful unblocked attack dice. In other words, you can choose not to inflict damage with any number of them. Interesting, so you shoot them, you can say, I don't kill you. Okay, with okay, so I get the concept. You're saying this model can shoot you, it can pull you out, and then once you're doing it to an expended operative, and then you will go to charge one of your other models into melee to stay safe, and you don't want to kill the model you've dragged. Okay. I'm just going to say off the top, just initial thought, that seems like a really niche scenario where perhaps if you're dragging a model 4 inches, is that... okay, I mean, hey, you know, most of Kill Team is ultimately about niche scenarios and you being able to know when to use your niche abilities. Otherwise, everyone's just always running and charging and doing nothing else. So this does seem like a very niche ability that will only be used. But hey, even if it only gets used once per game, if that's the thing that this team is kind of focused on and is built around, then awesome. Of course, you still want to get the kill. And in their example here, you don't, you know, the implication is you charge them and don't kill them. That's why you're safe. You're hidden in melee. Hey, we have to see how it plays on the tabletop, right? Hopefully some goated reviewers out there will have already played with these guys and will put them on the table and will deliberately have done the Goremonger Impaler maneuver multiple times and will be able to say, oh yeah, this is the game winner. This is how I do it. I keep the enemy alive. Never mind the fact that Gore tanks require you to get kills, it says here. I don't do that. I charge, I don't kill. The only thing I can imagine there would be if you have, what's the word? The thing where you, infiltration, is it? Surveillance? You're taking the surveillance tack op? The infiltration tack op? I can't remember what it's called. The surveillance tack op. And you want to implant, so you fight with the intent of parrying out. And then just implanting, but then you're not killing, you're not charging your Sanguavitae. This feels like, just total initial guess, it feels like this doesn't make any sense for this team. This team doesn't want to not be killing. Killing obviously is good in general, in the game of Kill Team, to clarify, I don't mean in real life. Just throwing that out, just in case anybody was confused by my meaning there. So this team, you want to get kills, because killing is generally good in Kill Team, because it's going to remove models from the board. Awesome. Enemy models from the board. But also, you get additional benefits from killing with your Sanguavitae. Now, it's possible that this is a real snowball team, aka you get benefits from killing, but of course, if you've killed something, that means you've made a benefit for yourself naturally by getting a kill. In addition to that, you get the snowball effect of also getting the ability to now go heal yourself, APL 3 or 4 other abilities. Very interesting. Definitely an interesting team. Purely because, and we know this is the case, even if it's just the APL 2 going to APL 3 that is the potential here, when it comes to this team, if you get a benefit from getting kills, that means that for this team to be balanced, you have to be underbalanced before you do the thing, okay? Before you push the button that makes your team strong, you have to be underbalanced, because otherwise, pushing the button to make your team strong is going to make you overbalanced, right? Cool. How is this going to play? It depends. I have no clue. All right, because I haven't played with them yet, so there you go. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. Hey, drop a comment. What content do you want to see Saturday and throughout next week? Because all I've done is an unboxing. Nothing else yet. So please give me advice. Thank you. Have a good one, everybody. See you tomorrow for a mission pack and later in the week for the Sanctifiers.